Salute, man. Shout out to the LDBC, man. Shout out to my brother Ticket, man. Shout out to everybody out Rockaway, anybody that been supporting us, man. Ticket, drop the link if y'all want to come in. But man, Kawhi Leonard to me, you guys, that's the reason why Paul George is wavering his decision now whether to leave or stay. That's why he opted out. The uncertainty of when this guy would get injured and not be available for him to play. Paul George had to take all the scrutiny due to the fact that he doesn't have his number one on the court with him. So now everything is put on Paul George to carry through. So was our criticisms of Paul George unfair, knowing that the fact that he's been available? He actually led the Clippers to the conference finals, something that Kawhi Leonard hasn't done since he's been the Clipper. Paul George gave it his all. Play hurt, uh, try to get through the rough stretches of the season with his team. But with Kawhi Leonard, it seems like it's always something. Was it a ploy for Kawhi Leonard to, hey, let me play enough games so I can secure my contract? Shout out to Sneed. Let me show that I could play a game so I could bamboozle the Clippers into getting the contract. And if Kawhi Leonard was about the team or about his number two, his sidekick, Paul George, he would have told the Clippers, I'm not signing any deal until you put a contract on the table for Paul George. I mean, we can say what we want about Paul George. I mean, I don't think that when his team needs us the most, he's not a player that you can rely upon. And he's a player that came up small numerous of times. But at the same time, I still got to call it how it is on the other side of things. So if Kawhi Leonard was truly for the team, he would have instantly told the Clippers, man, I'm not signing nothing until Paul George is offered the contract that he wants. And until then, it's gonna be up in the air whether we both opt out or we both stay. So meet our demands, and we'll sign the extension when needed to. Until then, I'm not signing anything. But guess what? Kawhi Leonard made sure to secure his bag, knowing that the Clippers are hesitant to pay Paul George that max contract as well. He didn't take that much of a pay cut. Shit, he should have took even less. Kawhi Leonard should took even less money. He should not even got the extension that he got. He should have taken less money because you haven't been available. You've been nothing but a failure in the Clipper uniform. So he's not for the team taking that small ass pay cut because he should have took a even bigger pay cut just to make sure Paul George get paid, to make sure Paul George get rewarded for being on the court for the Clippers majority of the time that they've been there. So end of the day, you could say nigga ridiculous for calling out Kawhi Leonard. I am. He's the whole reason of the Clippers' demise now. And he's the main content reason that Paul George is damn near sick of playing for the Clippers, is sick of dealing with the organization, and most definitely probably would take his talents elsewhere because he doesn't feel appreciated by you damn stripper fans. He doesn't even feel appreciated for damn Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard doesn't even appreciate him. Talk about he took a pay cut. He didn't take a bigger enough pay cut to make sure Paul George get the max dollars that he actually deserves from the Clippers because he's the one available. That's the one star that constantly was on the court. That's the one star that did create a deep playoff run of 2021 for the Clippers. Paul George did that. Despite the many things I said about him, I can't take that away from Paul George. MG13, you wanna know why I feel how PG felt? Listen to his interview when he talk about they missing their identity. Their identity went away. and talking about, you know what I'm saying, talking about the James Harden trade, how he didn't like the James Harden deal, and when he said no offense to Harden. And then how he looking at the fact that, damn, I'm always missing the number one guy, and everything that's put on my shoulders. What am I supposed to do? And by PG opted out the contract tells you everything. Really, the two content reasons why he opted out is Lawrence Frank and Kawhi Leonard. But despite of Lawrence Frank being the typical asshole, I'm still putting most of the blame on Kawhi Leonard. I'm not even gonna put it on Lawrence Frank, even though I think he done made some dumbass decisions. But I still would blame Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has come up small year after year after year. He'll tease you guys with historic performances, but when you guys need him the most, when you guys think you guys are inching closer to the finals, that motherfucker let y'all down every time. That nigga Kawhi Leonard let you guys down every damn time when you think you guys are championship ready. This is the year Kawhi Leonard's not there. This is the year, man. You see how Kawhi Leonard in those 2 games performing against the Suns? Man, we gonna be back. We gonna be the best team in the West. Same shit year after year. Then when you guys went on that run in December and January, man, we here, we ready, man. We the best team in the league. Man, we told you guys the harder deal was gonna go through the whole line. Guess what Kawhi Leonard did? Let y'all down again. Sat out because of knee inflammation. I bet you if I had Ticket TV right now, I will, Trunks. Give me a second. I bet if I could ask Ticket right now, Ticket, did you play through knee inflammation when you was playing overseas? He'll tell you, yeah. Did you see many of your teammates on Ticket play with knee inflammation? He'll tell you, yeah. It was no structural damage. His ligaments were fine. His tendons was fine. All it was knee swelling. And just because he looked bad for those 2 games against Dallas, he felt like, man, let me just go ahead and sit out. I'm not myself. It, even if you're not yourself, Kawhi, it's still better to have you on the floor than not on the damn floor, because a team still got to respect you and account for you despite of you not being yourself. That's no excuse. We seen the stars play hurt all the time. All the legends play hurt all the time. Michael Jordan at 40 years old played an 82-game season with knee inflammation the whole season. 82 games, 40 years old for the Wizards. No excuse. And just win, baby. I don't care what my brother Showtime say, and I damn sure don't care what BJ say about Kawhi in the top 5. The nigga's not even top 15 in the league. He's not top 15 in the league. I don't care about the 2 championship. 1 championship a role player. The other championship, he would not have won it if Kevin Durant didn't get hurt. If Kevin Durant did tear his Achilles, Golden State would have washed them. Golden State would have washed Toronto, and everybody knew it because the 11 minutes KD played, he was the best player on the court. He was the best player on the court. So MG13 Caribbean Sniper, y'all could be delusional. You could keep being in denial. You can keep acting like his shit don't stink. You can keep acting like the Clippers are going to finally get it done. Kawhi Leonard would never win the ring with the Clippers, and Kawhi Leonard would have to be a role player for him to even compete for a title. He cannot do it as a number one anymore. He cannot do it as a star. He got to go back to down there being the role player he was at San Antonio for him to even compete for a title. Because as a number one with the Clippers, his punk ass ain't even came close to sniffing the NBA Finals. End of the day. It just went baby facts. If KD and Clay didn't get hurt, there was no chance in hell that the Raptors would have won that damn title in 2019. The most overrated run of all time, by the way. The most overrated run of all time, by the way. So I got 2 emotional guys in Caribbean Sniper and MG13 that probably don't know a damn thing about basketball. Probably just caught up in the hype because they hate LeBron James so much. They decided to ride the coattails of a dirty braids, having ass nigga Kawhi Leonard. You guys probably hate LeBron James so much that's what made you guys tag along. I think LeBron James next season will still, in his 22nd season, have a better season than Kawhi Leonard. In his 22nd season, LeBron James will have a better season on both ends of the court than Kawhi Leonard. I guarantee you, because LeBron most definitely gonna play defense now because his son in the league. So he's gonna show out now. Hey, Just Win Baby podcast, they knew his ass was a role player. He was the fourth best player on the team. Fourth best player on the team in that ring of 2014. You damn near could have put about three. Danny Green was in the runner for Finals MVP because of that historic three-pointers made at the game that Danny Green broke at the time. Danny Green was in the runner for Finals MVP. Tony Parker was in the runner for it. So it was a team legit effort that beat Miami. It wasn't because of one nigga dominated. He didn't even dominate. The nigga didn't even score 20 points a game and won Finals MVP. Nigga didn't even average 20 to win that Finals MVP in 2014. It was a team effort by the Spurs won in historic blowout fashion. They had to give it to somebody. And they just gave it to whoever they thought they could give it to. So end of the day, I should have made the title of the video, Tony Parker was right. Tony Parker was right all along about Kawhi Leonard. Tony Parker was right. People sat up there and was crucifying Tony Parker. But him sitting down with that knee inflammation, Tony Parker was right about the bum all along. Kawhi Leonard is a total bum. He disrespects the game. He doesn't have any heart. All he cares about is himself. And end of the day, that is ultimately why Paul George is saying fuck the Clippers right now. Paul George is saying fuck the Clippers right now because of Kawhi Leonard. Lawrence Frank a little bit too, but mainly Kawhi Leonard. Because the Kawhi Leonard, like I said, was really for Paul George, he wouldn't have signed. He would have made sure that you make sure Paul George get his money before I sign. If y'all not gonna pay that man, if y'all gonna let him walk, I'm not signing this shit. I'm not gonna deal with this for a long term, and I'm not even gonna have Paul George. So that lets you know Kawhi Leonard don't give a damn about nobody but himself. And Paul George finally seen it. Paul George saw the light. He realized around February, man, that these niggas don't care about nobody but themselves. I can't get a extension. Y'all want to downplay me and lowball me, but y'all want to pay a nigga Kawhi Leonard because he's finally playing regular season games. Something I've been doing since majority of the time since I've been a Clipper. So man, hey Trunks, hold on, let me taste tickets so he can let you in, man. I just text that nigga. And Just Win Baby Podcast, they being delusional. And y'all try to say he's top five. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum better than Kawhi Leonard right now. Here, Derek White has more value than Kawhi Leonard right now. It's a better player than Kawhi Leonard right now.
Oh shit! Salute, Herm.
Yo,
Salute.
what's up? What's up? What's up, Herb?
What's up, man? What's
Yeah,
y'all
Ticket guy
thought?
start smoking that hookah, man. He talking.
Hey, man, nah, I didn't tell him to let nobody in for a minute because I got caught up in talking shit. But what's your thoughts,
Nah.
bro?
Well, Kawhi Leonard, he was expected to bring something back to LA. More likely, the organization, the Lions, the Clippers. Clippers invested in a lot. and this new stadium and this team, and especially for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and they granted all his wishes to get Paul George, but it surely backfired due to Kawhi Leonard's injury history, and all of a sudden it just came back to haunt him. So at this moment, I mean, I don't know if they should go ahead and go all out to keep Paul George, because if you let him go, I mean, what's the point of having this team then? Like, because I mean, they could make an edge to the playoffs, but I mean, you got Russ, you got James Harden. If you let him go or not, one or the other. They don't have that great defense no more. They don't have the only best scorer they have in that team is Kawhi and Terrence Mann. Like this team's not gonna go that far. You personally asked me, so I mean, they could re-sign him just to get some ticket sales in that new stadium that's about to be built. But I'm pretty sure Paul George, at this moment, he wants to at least get a chance to win before he hit his twilight years and way past his prime, and he'll probably have an opportunity to never win a ring again. And I think he may want to take that opportunity either with Philly or some other team out there. Probably just get a new refreshing team he can go to, like Orlando or somewhere like yeah, those teams. So yeah, man, Kawhi Leonard, he had expectation, but sadly his knees, they're like his knees are like an engine. He got a broken engine, broken spark plugs, a broken it just fucked up, man. So I
Well,
think
end of the day, I gotta put the guys back in check, man. Logical Raptors, you my boy too, man. But end of the day, Kawhi
I'm in
Leonard
here,
only.
Herm.
Bet, T Sweet. End of the day, Kawhi Leonard only was kicking the Warriors' ass for one game. That was game one. So you can't say like Kawhi Leonard would have kept cooking that whole series. Because at the end of the day, that same year, the damn Clippers with nothing but role players got 2 wins on that Golden State team
What
with
year,
Lou
Herm? What
Williams.
year are
With
you talking about?
I think 2017. That's the year they talking about because the Spurs won that game. One they was up
7 years
over.
ago, Herm. 7 years, bro.
Yeah, and they
but
acted
they
like
were
the Spurs could have won that series against the Warriors. No, they wasn't. They probably would have got the same 2 games the role player Clippers had with Lou Williams and Pat Bev and Tobias Harris and them. Man, they tripping. They living in the past. But Sneed, what's your thoughts, man?
All right, let's talk outcomes. He's playing between 40 and 60 games a year. He's played, what was his numbers this year? He played in 2 games out of the 6 in the opening round this year in the playoffs. He played 2 games against the Suns in 23. What did he play? 11 games in 21, 13 games in 2020. You got two two first round exits and then 2 conference semifinal exits. So there ain't no winning in there. Um,
and don't forget
I
the Western
mean,
Conference Finals, but they no, not the Western Conference, the
He
second
played.
Nah,
round.
He
People,
played.
Kawhi,
He
you
played. He
can't.
played in the second round.
Yeah,
yeah,
he didn't
conference
play in the
semis.
that's
conference
That's
final.
Paul
no,
George.
the Western Conference, he was injured. He got injured, right, when it was only Paul George.
Yeah,
He
I
got
No,
know,
he
but
got
we
skated.
he,
gotta
he got
right, but we
injured
gotta
game 4 in the
right,
second round.
but we gotta talk outcomes. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We can't keep talking about excuses for injuries
No, no,
because
that's what
they
I'm saying.
signed
That's
him
what I'm saying. Yeah.
because they signed him knowing this about his knees. And this is symptomatic of the NBA when I look at what, like, take for example, this is not to derail the concept or the topic, but I'm just saying look at the things that go on within the league. You just look at what else is going on across the street and for the Lakers. You got guys drafting their sons who aren't even valid draft picks. It's not even valid to draft Bronny. There's
Yeah.
no statistical support for drafting Bronny.
Yeah.
JJ Redick has absolutely no coaching experience, not even rec league. He's got the Lakers job. These are the things that
Not
happen
even
in
the
this
church league. Not
NBA.
even church league. Not even the church league. You know the pastor. Yeah.
This
Not
is
even the church league.
this is what's going on in the league. Like they don't even care. Like you can't even make the argument they care about winning. None of these guys. Look who's winning. The Celtics are winning. Look who's ascending. The Mavericks, the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
These are the teams that are up. So all these legacy players that are old and washed up and injured, and they're years removed from their prime, their physical prime and their skill prime. It's all left to this nonsense, all this extra stuff that they're capitalizing on their name notoriety. The Clippers ain't winning. You can't say that they got Kawhi to sell tickets. He only plays half of the home games. It's not about
Less
selling. What
less than that.
what plays can you tell me about were so incredible that you're like, oh man, I'm watching the highlight reels from Kawhi Leonard in 23. They were incredible. No, they weren't. Those plays are from 2017 and 2019.
Agreed. You said nothing but 100% facts. 100% facts. At this moment, the Clippers, I don't even think they may reach the first round, to be out the first round, to be honest with you, because as you can see right now, teams are getting better right now as we can speak. I never thought this team would do it, but New
Hey
Orleans
Jason,
Pelicans.
I just
They,
text ticket for you, and Trunks, let's go to T Sweezy because I know he's
oh,
going
my
to
fault,
cook.
my fault.
He got a right to cook because this is the same duo that the Clipper Nation was trying to say better than Jason Brown, Jalen Brown, and Jason Tatum. So he got a right to cook their ass right now. So go ahead, T Sweezy.
I don't think he's in here anymore, Herm.
You think
Oh,
he's
he
gone?
left.
Or he's muted.
Oh, he's muted one. I wouldn't know.
I mean,
But yeah, go ahead,
I could,
Trunks.
I could wait when he comes back, but like I was saying before, what was I? Okay, yeah, like I stated, the Clippers at this moment they don't look like they can possibly get out the first round in the West, just due because these teams are getting overall better. They're making trades and oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock, so we can see some teams signing some free agents within this couple of minutes and or days. And I never thought this team would have done this, but New Orleans Pelicans, it just instantly upgraded and increased their chances even a little bit more because they got DeJounte Murray, a great player who can defend, who's somewhat of a great playmaker, who's like top 10 in steals. So like just like that, and teams like the person who was speaking before earlier, Billy Staten said before that teams that are winning and teams that are ascending and teams that are overall getting better and got a chance to possibly even go to the finals and winning it are these young teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves, like the Boston Celtics, OKC Thunder. They got better. They got Alex Caruso, a third team all defensive team player, especially in the perimeter position. So he can guard damn near any guard you could possibly guard. Dallas, we about to see them make trades as we speak right now. Um, these other attending teams, San Antonio may be better than the Clippers as it looking. If Paul George leaves, San Antonio will be better than the Clippers. If you personally ask me, because they're not signing. They got these old role players: James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard. I just don't see how this team can ascend. I just don't see how this team can just overall beat these other young teams who are very hungry, who are very aggressive of winning. So yeah, they basically sold out for Kawhi Leonard. There's some photos out there. He's in Barbados or something, looking like he, he got a retirement or something. So I think Kawhi time is up. It's over, and he will never reach a championship again. And Herm, I got a question. He left. Where Herman go?
No, he probably just muted. Go ahead and ask him. He might reply.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wait till he responds back. But like, yeah, that's basically all I gotta say about that. Yeah, their time is up, man. I think the Clippers. I don't know. They may rebuild, but I don't know how you can get ticket sales for Kawhi Leonard because he only played about 50 games to begin with.
It's
When
not
that when
about
he
tickets. It's
yeah
not
when
about
he
tickets.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's true. But I'm saying like um with Kawhi Leonard, like this season, right? He don't get me wrong, he did play more games because they introduced that rule where you got to play at least like 65 games, I believe, 65 games to get awards, to get awarded for trophies and stuff like that, to get paid. That's the only reason why he played more than 65 games. If he didn't, then I may be wrong, but
No, you're probably right. These guys are more motivated now than ever because they can qualify for all NBA qualifications and
and that's
awards.
put more money in their pockets. That put more
Yeah,
money in their pockets.
exactly. Right. So that motivates them to want to play more games.
Yeah, and another thing with that also too, like you know what they should do that. They should do the same thing if these guys contracts for all these players in NBA. If you make a All-Star game,
But they
you
can
know you
still they can still load manage a little bit. If you only have to play 65 games,
I know that's what I'm saying. They time it.
yeah,
They time it. That
yeah.
what they do. The same person.
I mean, to Caribbean sniper, the Clippers are overrated. End of the day, I was telling Clipper Nation the whole time, like when they was going on their streak in December and January, I said they peaking too soon because they're not gonna be able to switch things up and give different looks at how they play. They was peaking too early with that Harden. After they got Harden, they was peaking too early. And I knew the Clippers are what they are, and I knew certain teams around the deadline was gonna get better. I knew the younger teams in the West was gonna get better as well. And I told them, I said, if they fuck around and let the Mavs get that fifth seed, I said this shit in April before the playoffs even was thought about. I said the Mavs get the fifth seed, they was gonna wipe the floor with the Clippers because the Clippers, they easy to read. The Clippers, it was nothing basic about Clippers were a basic team. You got fucking James Harden, Russ, and Paul George on your team. Three guys you can't rely on. Kawhi Leonard, another guy you can't rely on because he always on disability.
But Herm,
So
that would have been an all-star team in 2017. We're so far removed from those guys all being great.
In their prime. Yeah.
You know, they're
My thing.
good players. They have moments, but they're not great anymore.
Yeah, I think it's
Great is a word that we designate for greatness. The
agree.
highest
Agree.
yeah,
order,
yeah,
excellence. They can't sustain those things. So they're not great anymore. They're good. I mean, there's not a lot of guys better than Paul George. There's not a lot of guys better than Kawhi. They're still top players, but they're not great anymore. They're good.
Yeah. And my issue and my thing is the thing with like Kawhi Leonard. We always say this about him, and a lot of his fans and a lot of Clippers fans say this about him. If Kawhi Leonard it was healthy, a healthy Kawhi Leonard's a top 5, top 10. No, man, stop it. When you got to keep saying that repeatedly, when healthy, if he was healthy, guess what? He's usually not healthy. So like yeah. So he is digressing. He will even, in my personal opinion, digress more because he's getting older as we speak. But Herman, I got
Yeah.
a question for you.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, this off topic, and we can get and you can go right back to the topic with the Clippers. So I remember yesterday I was talking about how the Milwaukee Bucks drafted AJ Johnson, but you kept saying the reason was because of Giannis's brother, and I thought you were saying that because like we was talking about Bronny James got drafted because of nepotism, and I thought you were trying to compare that nepotism with LeBron and his son Bronny James getting drafted to like Giannis Antetokounmpo having his brother there as nepotism. So you're saying that AJ Johnson was drafted the first round and 23rd pick, averaging 2.9 points, was because of Giannis's brother? Explain that to me. I don't. What
Yes,
connection?
because end of the day, let's just say the Bucks would have done the smart thing
Like
and
Ryan
drafted
Dunn or
it
Terrence?
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, or drafted Terrence Shannon Jr.
yeah.
What's the reason why you keep his brother Theonis on the roster? You would have to make room with that pick if you draft a good player for that player. So you would have to send either Theonis to the G League or just cut him overall. So
What?
the fact that they did that, they know this pick that they made, he's gonna be in the G League this year. So guess what? His brother got another spot on the roster again this year. He's gonna make the final roster. So
So
so Giannis already said he was gonna bring his brothers up. So in the
the
day,
other
Giannis,
brother? There's gonna be two brothers.
I mean, he had him on. He had the other one. He had the other one on the roster before, but they had to eventually let him go because he was just that bad. But they keep it Theonis on there. They gonna keep him on there again. He's gonna make the roster again because of that pick. Because if Milwaukee really wanted to get better, there was some valuable guys late in that round that could have helped the team. They need help on a perimeter defensively. Terrence Shannon Jr. and Dunn for Virginia
Yeah,
would have been
yeah.
absolutely great picks for that. But instead, they chose this guy just because they know if you choose somebody good, you're going to have to cut his brother. And Giannis don't want that. Giannis would go insane if they cut his brother. So that's all it's about, bro. That's all this shit about. I
Who
don't know
told you
how
that? You
Sneed feel. I don't know how Sneed feel about it, but that's all it is.
Sneed. Who Sneed?
It's me.
Oh, you a Bucks fan? Okay, cool. Okay, but why did you just don't cut someone else on the team? Because there's a lot of garbage ass players on that Milwaukee Bucks team in the roster right now, like Ty Williams or whatever, another bum, and some others.
Hold on, let me ask you this, bro. Are you talking about Thanasis or whatever his name is?
Yeah, him. Well, no, I'm
Okay,
talking about AJ Johnson. We had we was talking yesterday about Bronny James being drafted, and I said, a father was going to do what he got to do to put his family in, his connections. It is what it is. And I said, but it is nepotism. If his dad was not LeBron James or his last name was not James, he would not have been drafted. And he could I said when AJ and I said that Bronny was not the worst player in this draft. It was AJ Johnson. And he said the only reason why they drafted him so they can
what's
cut
the
that
what's
kid
the
and put him in the
difference?
G League.
What's the
What you mean?
difference? They're both bad. What does it matter?
What you
If they're
mean?
they,
The Milwaukee Bucks in a win now situation, and they drafted that bum.
He right. They are in a
what
win now
what was what was
situation.
their draft pick? Let me
Number
explain this.
23.
AJ Johnson, bum ass man. You bet.
Okay, so
I hope you're not defending him. I
no,
hope
no,
you're
no,
not
no, no,
trying
no,
to.
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is where a guy is drafted sets the expectations. A lottery pick is expected to be a potential perennial all-star. Guys that are drafted at the end of the first round are viewed as rotational players. People drafted in the second
I'm not
round are
talking. He
often.
was drafted in the first round.
I understand, but I'm saying it's all about expectations when they draft these guys. What are the
What
expectations? What's
expectation does
fair?
he have? He has
I
nothing.
don't. I don't know. I'm not. I didn't make that pick. They did. I don't know what
That's
their
what
expectations are.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when you
Lo-
draft players, you're drafting on upside.
Logical
You're
Raptors
drafting on
fanatic.
potential. You're drafting
Logical Raptors.
on.
I
Go
ain't
ahead.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Logical Raptors fanatic. BJ don't be no offense to him. His biasness make him sound like he don't really know what the hell he's talking about. To be honest, no disrespect to him.
Who me?
Nah, the brother BJ from the Pull Up Podcast, Logical Raptors say BJ
Oh, okay,
exposed
okay.
this, forced the pick. Man, he don't know what the hell he talking about, man. Terrence Shannon Jr. was the best available, and the Raptors passed up on it. So
The
what's the
Raptors too.
reason?
Damn.
So I mean not the Raptors, but the Bucks. There's a
Oh,
reason
okay.
why the Bucks did that. The Bucks did it so they could keep Giannis on the roster
Herm, who
together.
told you that? You said someone told you that. Who told you that?
Well, no, I'm just saying that with Chicken Nose for real too though, cause of Copeland. You know what I'm saying? Cause of Cope. But end of the day, the Bucks really
So
wanted to
Ticket told
get
you that?
better.
Okay, that's the case
Now
then.
he
Damn.
he ain't tell me per se, but I know for sure. That just common sense though. Sometimes you gotta be like, this shit is common sense. This shit common
I don't.
sense.
I'll be honest with you. I don't entirely agree that that's the real reason. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But like when I catch that guy the GM for that team, but that what they said. They said that GM Ron or John Harper drafted AJ Johnson. When they don't win a championship and I see him in the next 2 years, I'm gonna put voodoo on his ass.
And no offense, logical Raptors fan.
You heard
Uncle
what I said,
Tom.
right, Herm? Herm, you heard what I said, right?
Yeah, I heard.
I'm
But
gonna put voodoo. I'm dead serious.
I got to get on my boy logical Raptors fanatic. But look though, bro, Big Tone, he be feeling sorry for him sometimes, so he play cat to save a hole sometimes to you know what I'm saying, to make sure, BJ be all right, man. Big Tone, he get caught up in shit too because he want to say the Clippers the most hated. No, I think the Clippers are the most overrated. I think the fans overrate the team to get them expectations they should not have had in the first place. And I've been saying that. I've been standing on it. I try to take up for the Clippers, and the Clippers showed me. So I don't let a motherfucker fool me twice. So at the end of the day, once the Clippers show me who they was, I stopped saying the Clippers this, the Clippers that. I used to say the Clippers because on paper they were one of the best teams in the league. But end of the day, they kept showing me year after year after year that they easy work. And the realest, you know what's going on, the realest. Your boy Kawhi Leonard ran Paul George away. Man, look, man, there's no tactic to get more money. The Clippers, I'm telling you how crazy the Clippers are. Steve Ballmer crazy enough to let the nigga go. Steve Ballmer is crazy to let them. If Steve Ballmer feel like you're not gonna earn that money. Ballmer got money to blow, but he's not gonna blow hundreds of millions of dollars on
Uncle Voodoo.
guys that's not gonna earn it. So I think the Clippers are willing to let him go, but I think Paul George would not have been in this situation if it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard, though. It's Kawhi Leonard's fault that this whole thing went down. End of the day, like I said, Kawhi Leonard could have been patient and waited and say, man, I'm not signing nothing until you take my boy with you. You got to make sure Paul George get a contract. If he doesn't get a contract, I'm not signing the deal. We just go both play our
Yeah,
last year out and opt out. So,
yeah.
end of the day, the Clippers got to get smoked, and they deserve to get smoked.
So
They
Harm, leading
deserve
up to
they
my
deserve to
fault, my
get
fault.
cooked. And Kawhi Leonard, it's the whole blame. Lawrence Frank, you could blame him too if you wanted to, but I'm ignoring Lawrence Frank and putting everything on Kawhi Leonard. You be hurt except for 2020, you be hurt every damn year, except for 2020. And guess what you did when you was fully healthy? The last time when Kawhi Leonard was fully healthy, he blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I see that
He
fucking.
blew a 3-1 lead when he was fully healthy. So, end of the day, he had his chance. And 2020 actually was the best year for the Clippers to win in 2020. Everybody thought it was going to be Lakers versus Clippers in the conference finals. And guess what? They got nervous, pitch started going down their legs, and they let a young ass Jokic and Jamal Murray come back and beat their ass.
Entirely agree. What do you think the Clippers should do within like this couple of like months? Like, should they go all out for Paul George or just blow it up, or just let it ride with Kawhi and Paul George? Let's say he doesn't resign with the Clippers, and let's say he resigns with a different team or whatsoever. You think you should just ride it out with Kawhi and Paul George and James Harden or whatsoever, and or just blow it all up?
And like I try to tell my boy that I was a Raptors fan, man, then again, and no disrespect, BJ been wrong on everything he been saying about the Clippers. He been wrong. Everything he been saying, he been wrong. Look, bro, I knew Paul George was gonna opt out in April. I knew Paul George was gonna already opt out in April, bro. And that was told literally to me that Paul George was gonna opt out in April. I was told that instantly. They're saying he dissatisfied with the whole Clippers, or he been dissatisfied with the whole season. Even when they was on a good run, Paul George, in his mind, they said that Paul George knew that this wasn't going to be a good outcome. He didn't even like the James Harden trade or anything. I was telling everybody this. The realest. I was telling y'all this the whole time. And I said, and the realest actually agreed with me at first until he got criticism that once the Mavs get the fifth seed, they were going to lose in the first round. They would have lost even with Kawhi. But end of the day, no offense to BJ, he's a Clipper fan. He follows the Clippers. He's talked to beat writers. The damn beat writers said the same shit I said. They just in a bad spot, bro, and you gotta blame a nigga that hasn't been healthy. You gotta blame a nigga that hasn't been on the court. You gotta blame the nigga that when his team needed the most, he's never to be found. It's Kawhi Leonard's fault, y'all. If I'm Paul George, I'll leave too, because I'll get tired. I would be tired of getting left out. I'll be tired of my guy leaving me hanging every time we go to a fight, I'm the only one fighting. I'm the only one throwing hands with these niggas. But my nigga, he act like he's gonna go to war with me, but he's somewhat finding an excuse not to fight. He'll call me later and say, man, bro, man, I ran into something else. I had something else going on. I had something else going on. Kawhi Leonard is that type of nigga. He'll leave you out to dry. And that's what he did to Paul George. Paul George been getting a lot of criticism for not coming through for the Clippers. But the guy that really hasn't came through for the Clippers is Kawhi Leonard. And Paul George, no matter if he personally got love for Kawhi Leonard, you get tired of this shit. You get tired of getting all the blame. You get tired of having to trying to pick up all the pieces and trying to lead the team. When the team was truly built around Kawhi Leonard, the team was made to support Kawhi Leonard. And soon Kawhi Leonard secured the bag. Shit went downhill from there. Shout out to Old Head Podcast. Once Kawhi Leonard secured that bag, he didn't give a fuck no more. He didn't. And he's finna play in the Olympics. And nobody is giving him the smoke for you couldn't play for the Clippers. Why you playing in the Olympics? Why not make sure that your knee, why not make sure that your knee is fine? Why not make sure that you 100% ready for the Clippers next upcoming season? Instead, you sat out because of knee inflammation. You don't think that you gonna get knee inflammation again in the Olympics? You gonna have to ice your knee every damn game at the Olympics.
Fuck. So Kawhi, will he be able to play for the Olympics? I thought he wasn't able
Yes,
to. Okay,
yes,
all right.
he's gonna fully participate in the Olympics. So, end of the day, bro, Paul George been feeling this the whole time. I slick want to get the realers on here, man. The realers, you got some time, the realers? If you got some time, the realers, let me know, man. I'm gonna get the link drop. I want to hear your opinion because you one of the most honest Kawhi fans slash Clipper fan out there. You one of the most honest on the realers. And if you are available, I'll tell Ticket to drop the link so we can see what you want to say about this. Because at the end
Damn.
of the
Fuck.
day, what happened, Trump?
Man, bro, I'm just watching Ryan Dunn. You know the guy? Cause I'm from Virginia, bro, and I look a lot up to him because I got a like a older cousin who goes to college with him, and I live in
Yeah.
Virginia, so he playing defense. He's soon he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns. He's in the court right now shooting threes, wetting all of them. We could have got that, bro. I'm so that fucking bro.
I
I
feel
tell
you. I
you, bro. When I
feel
see that GM, I'm gonna put voodoo on his ass, bro. I ain't fucking playing, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna put, bro. He that's the last straw, bro. The last fucking straw, nigga. When I see that nigga, I'm doing, bro. He gonna have scratches on his face or something.
But I'm gonna tell Kawhi fans this: y'all should cook them. Y'all should hold them accountable for stealing money from you guys, cause you guys make sure to get NBA pass to watch him play. You guys buy his jerseys because you guys didn't support him. You guys buy them ugly ass New Balances to support Kawhi Leonard. So you guys should actually cook Kawhi Leonard more than me. He's let you guys down. He let down my boy Don Gio and Crooktown P. They be buying spending all that money on them damn tickets. But guess what? Kawhi Leonard ass be in the skybox or on the sideline. Be in the skybox or on the sideline, bro. Hold on, T Sweezy. Give me 1 second, bro. So, at the end of the day, y'all, we just gotta hold him accountable. He's cheated the fans that support him. He's cheated Clipper Nation. He's cheated the NBA. He's cheated the Clipper organization. And honestly, he is the worst superstar of all time. Even though I think Paul George be full of shit. Hey, Paul George, if I was you, run as far as you can. Paul George, if you could get away from this shit, get away from this shit show of the Clippers. Get away from Kawhi Leonard, because you want to know something? There's nothing wrong with getting your get back, because Kawhi Leonard always leave you hanging, Paul George. It's time for someone to leave Kawhi Leonard hanging. It's time for someone to say, give the middle finger to Kawhi Leonard. It's time to say, it ain't always about you, bro. I gotta do what's best for me because you've been doing what's best for you. You don't sacrifice your body. You ain't really about the blood, sweat, and tears for this shit. You don't want to make history by bringing the worst franchise in NBA history a title. You don't want to do that because guess what? You more worried about that bag. You more worried about what Uncle Dennis tell you. You don't do it for the love of the game anymore. Since you cheated us, Kawhi Leonard, I'ma cheat you and leave your ass with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna leave your ass with them and let's see how good y'all gonna be then. Y'all didn't appreciate me when I was here. Every time something go wrong, they blame me more than your handicap ass. I'm telling y'all, that's how Paul George is feeling. That's how Paul George is feeling. I ain't seen Don Gio. I ain't seen Crooktown P. I ain't seen Anthony, Mr. Ant, Big Nose Ant. A lot of niggas disappeared because they don't want to face reality. That Kawhi Leonard
Yeah,
is a piece of shit.
yeah,
Caribbean
but
sniper. Hell, a lot of Paul George would have won with the Spurs. They, Paul George would have won with the Spurs if he was able to get drafted until Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and arguably one of the best coaches of all time, Greg Popovich. Paul George would have won with the Spurs. And guess what, Eugene Williams? My Grizzlies, I guarantee, will be better than the Clippers.
I said the Spurs was gonna be better. I got the Spurs going to the playoffs or at least playing at best. They're gonna be better than the Clippers in my opinion.
My Grizzlies are better. Yeah, the real Lil T and do owe me some money. I got
Nigga gonna pay you back.
Don Gio owe me some money. Kobe Jordan owe me some money. King AK-47 owe me some money. Yeah, voice of the streets. Boy, you a sad motherfucker, boy. They always told me don't trust a Midwest nigga. They always told me don't trust a Midwest nigga. hey, T Sweez, are they crazy? Guess what, T Sweez? Your boy Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, they wasn't even, people didn't even have them to win a title. They won a title before Kawhi Leonard and Paul George Clippers. They've been more consistent than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George Clippers. They a way better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I see cats try to bring up their winning percentage. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George winning percentage on the court and all that stuff. They still the worst duo in NBA history. You don't get judged off the regular season. When you brought up to a certain status, you judge off winning championships. That's what you judged off of. At the end of the day, I can name several. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Allenberger in a half a season done more than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in 5 years. I want y'all to think about that. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton in half a season done more than Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, done more than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in a half a season. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton are already better than them in a half a season. Done more than what that duo has done. That's crazy. We know Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray better than that duo. They came back for 3-1 when they was young, for crying out loud. We know what they is. Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Way better duo. They've been in more conference finals than the Clippers. They've been in more championships than the Clippers. Better duo. Hey Bruce. Hey, why not Kawhi Leonard? You should be cursing out Kawhi Leonard more than me. And Bruce, you ain't came on my other videos when I'm cooking LeBron James. Or when I'm talking about other shit, or when I did a video on Terrence Shannon Jr. how ESPN was crucifying the young man. He was found not guilty, and his draft stock dropped due to the fact of those allegations set against him. And you sitting around here, Bruce, want to come on here because I'm talking about Kawhi. Bruce, Kawhi Leonard deserved the criticism. The man fit to fully participate in the Olympics. His bitch ass should be sitting on the side. He should be trying to get ready to be healthy for the Clippers for a whole season. Something that he hasn't done. And Eugene, and nobody respect Kawhi Leonard in 2019. Nobody respect that. And Eugene, I'm not a lie. In a half a season, Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton accomplished more than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So shut up. But Bruce, I just had to say that though because you commenting right now. So I had to say that. You ain't commenting on the other videos. I haven't been thinking about the Clippers. And T Sweeze, everything you saying in the private chat, because I wish Ticket would let you on right quick, but everything you saying in the private chat is accurate. But end of the day, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George is the worst duo of all time. And guess what? What make it even worse, Kawhi Leonard is causing Paul George to run away from the Clippers. I would run away from the Clippers too. I would too. So I don't blame Paul George, even though I think he suck. So I think he doesn't come through for his team when his team needed the most. But I don't blame him for running away from Kawhi Leonard. Oh, Bruce, I can name several duos better than them, Bruce. Latrell Sprewell and Allen Houston as a duo. Don Moore as a duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Tim Duncan and the old ass David Robinson. Better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. LeBron James and Anthony Davis done more as a duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving in 1.5 seasons, Bruce, done more than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. How is not true? Because, see, this is what you guys go off of. You probably try to use stats and everything. But it's true because they advance further than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell was the two best players on the Knicks when they made it to the NBA Finals as the A seed. Y'all don't remember there was the A seed that made it to the NBA Finals. They a better duo on them just off that. You guys don't know how to evaluate the accomplishments when it comes to duos mean more than basic ass stats. I can pull up stats all day. That's easy to do. But honestly, if you're not getting your stats for synergy, I really don't want to hear them. And Eugene, you want to say weak East? So what? Kawhi Leonard went to the finals because of a weak East with the Raptors because of a weak East that you guys claim LeBron James had when he went to the finals for 8 straight years in the East. And people go argue. LeBron James fans go argue. Hell, the Raptors would not have made the finals if LeBron was still in Cleveland the year that Kawhi Leonard went. And Eugene Williams, you want Patrick Ewing was hurt, remember? Larry Johnson was playing with a bad back. The two best players on the Knicks were Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell. In 2019, Danye White, the East was weak because that's the same East that LeBron just left. Same East that LeBron just left. Same East. So that's cap. That's cap. Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's even before Kevin Durant got there. That's even before Kevin Durant got there. There was already a better duo. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. It was easy. Giannis and Chris Middleton. It's a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Easy. They won a title. A old ass Chris Paul and Devin Booker. A better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They went to a championship. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They went to two finals. I could keep going. Shit easy. Anthony Edwards and Carl Anthony Towns. Better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. John Morant and Jerry Jackson Jr. Better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. You want to know something? They both went through the same thing, and they both been hurt. And Bruce, you can't always use injuries as an excuse. 5 years, I don't want to hear shit about injuries in 5 years. They ain't done shit. And the Grizzlies, we made it to a conference finals way before the Clippers ever did. The gritty grind Grizzlies is better than any team the Clippers ever had. Zach Randolph and Marcus Gasol is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Zach Randolph and Marcus Gasol, y'all, is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. You guys don't like to hear the truth. I know what you said about the Kawhi Leonard won a championship in 2019 with Clippers in 2019, and he said Clippers a better franchise than the Grizzlies. That's cap. Bruce, Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol went through plenty of times through injuries. We still find a way to win. We still find a way to make deep postseason runs despite injuries. And Zane the Bad, you keep forgetting. My Grizzlies was whooping the team that Lob City couldn't beat. Well, they did. Lob City finally did get over the hump against the Spurs, but we whooped the Spurs twice, and we did something that Lob City couldn't do. We made it to a conference finals. But y'all can't deny, y'all, that Kawhi Leonard is the reason for the Clippers' demise right now. He's been an ultimate failure for 5 years. And Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are the worst duo in NBA history. I know my boy John Wick know this. Yep. Yep, the real UT. Tony Allen clamped up Kevin Durant. Zay in the bag, sunshine the dog ass every now and again, and guess what happened? Even though y'all beat the Spurs the year after, y'all still lost in the second round. Y'all still lost in the second round. But I do think Lob City era, Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I take Chris Paul and Blake Griffin over Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I think that Clippers duo better than that duo. The Lob City, Chris Paul and Blake Griffin duo is better than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Bruce, no, it's not. Lob City won 60 games. Just win, baby, say Little IT and Al Horford is a better duo. And guess what? Technically, that's true. They made it to a conference finals. Hell, Al Horford and Paul Millsap, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They went to the conference finals with the Hawks and they won 60 games. And they won 60 games. Danye White, yes, neither one of them made conference finals. The duos that neither one of them made conference, but guess what? Lob City got a better record than the Kawhi Leonard and the Paul George Clippers. Just win, baby. Yes, the Hawks did win 62 games. Al Horford and Paul Millsap is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I just want y'all to understand that. I just want y'all to understand that. Hell, Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I'm telling y'all, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George is not even a top 20 duo of all time. Not even a better, not even a top 20 duo of all. Hell, they're not even a top 50 duo of all time. Clyde Drexler and who was second best player and Cliff Robinson is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Portland Trailblazers made it to two finals with those two players being the best players. Joe Dumars and Zeke, Isaiah Thomas, better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Bad boy Pistons. That duo is better. Carl D, that's a fact. Paul George and Roy Hibbert was a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So the younger Paul George with Roy Hibbert was a better duo. And I ain't even naming the all-time great duos because it's not even close. Y'all, I got the best one of the day, though. In 2018, LeBron James and J.R. Smith is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. LeBron James and J.R. Smith has done more as a duo in 1 year than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George did in 5. Breaking news: Harden, James, Honey Bun Harden, aka 4PF Harden, re-signed with the strippers. hey, hey,
Hold
Keno.
on, you serious?
Yep,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
still back
serious.
here. Yeah, it's over, man. I told you they may
Ooh,
keep some of these
hey,
old players
hey,
for.
hey, Keno's right. Wall and Bradley Beal, they in the same boat though. Like neither one of them got past the second round as a duo, but John Wall and Bradley Beal may have an identical record with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They might, but I ain't gonna go that far. Not on that one. Sean Kemp and Gary Payton, better duo than Kawhi Leonard
Agreed.
and Paul George.
Agreed.
Hell, Reggie Miller and Rick Smits, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Yeah.
I
How much they
just
signed him for? How much did he get? Don't tell me he got 100 million.
Nah, he got 2 years, 70 million.
Ooh, oh my goodness, that's still a lot of. Oh my goodness, man. Damn, 70 mil. James Harden robbing people without the gun. He brought a knife to a gunfight and somehow won the
hey,
battle. Oh my
hey,
god.
hey, I'm gonna
Who's the
go.
GM?
I'm gonna go even further. BJ from the Pull Up Podcast and Thomas, so talented, is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Who?
I'm naming niggas from another podcast. The Pull Up Podcast, BJ and Thomas is a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Hey, Herm, the real Luti
Nah, nah,
said,
nah, nah, nah,
huh?
but I'm gonna go even further though. Do we believe Warriors that Baron Davis, and goddamn Steven Jackson a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? Kenyon Martin and Jason Kidd a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and
I'm gonna
Paul
watch you
George.
this summer league and this whole NBA season.
Man, hey man. Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer, better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They went to a conference finals. Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry, most definitely a better duo. They won the title. Man, look, man. Stripper Nation. If I was y'all, man, pop some bottles, man. Go to a strip club, put your face in some titties, and man, just pray to God that this shit ain't true. That just happened, man.
AI and Matumbo, a better duo. Yeah, this
They
is.
are. They went to a final.
Yeah,
They are.
agreed.
Hell,
Vernon Wax,
hell,
Vernon Maxwell, and Steve Cassell.
they are. They won a title. Hey, guess what? I got one even better. I got some. That slick just slipped out my mind though, cause Glenn Robinson and Ray Allen, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They made it to a conference finals and lost to Allen Iverson. Hell, 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 Alvin Williams and Vince Carter, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They made it to the second round like that. Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker, a better duo than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They've been to a second round. Hell, they was on covers of NBA Live. That's how good Antoine Walker and Paul Pierce was as a duo in Boston. The real Lil T facts. Hey, look, man. I'm tired of torturing the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is the reason why Paul George is leaving. Kawhi Leonard is to blame for the Clippers' demise. Kawhi Leonard gets total, fully, 100% responsibility of why the Clippers haven't done a damn thing in 5 years that he been there. So, man, y'all hit that like button, y'all. If y'all not subscribed, subscribe.
Oh,
Man, look,
Trey. Yeah.
y'all pray for the strippers. Y'all wish them the best. Hey, Ray for Austin and Hito Turkoglu is a better duo, even though if you go out the best two players, Dwight Howard and Hito Turkoglu is a better duo. Hell, Vlada Divac and Chris Webber a better duo. Like I said, man, like I said, we can always go there. Kevin
Yeah.
Garnett, Kevin Garnett and Sam Cassell, better duo. They went to a conference finals in Minnesota. But man, y'all hit that like button, man. Salute y'all. I'm out, man.
They really signed James Harden for $70 million. Now that's crazy, man. For 2 years? I'd like to know something. Who is James Harden's GM? Not GM, my fault. Who is his agent? Are the Clippers that desperate for like having butts on seats for their new stadium? They probably got to return that and make that money back. Oh man. Well, I guess fuck it. Trade Kawhi Leonard. Get 2 second-round picks. Or one first round and another second. Go all out for Cooper Flag. Go all out for Cooper Flag. I guess that's what all the other teams doing, right? Go get Cooper Flag. How you guys feel about the Minnesota Timberwolves trading to get Rob Dillingham? How you guys feel about that? I may leave this stream my damn self. I ain't gonna be here that long to begin with. Mad as hell, man. My bum ass team, the dumbest team in the world, man. Pray to God, man. I'm gonna kill me. Nah, I ain't go that far. I ain't gonna say it. 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 Oh man. Salute to Terrence Shannon Jr. Man, that guy's gonna be good. That guy's gonna be good, man. He gonna be better than a lot of these other bum players in the league now. He gonna be real good. I'm just shit talking, bro. Ask questions in the comments, bro. Ask questions in the comments. Are you still here? Then I'm gonna answer your question. Cause Herm just left, so I ain't gonna be here that long to begin with either. Fuck it. Trust me, I ain't gonna be here that long. Oh, oh. In this live stream, nobody's sitting around listening to y'all talk trash about Kawhi Leonard. It's not trash. It's just that he really didn't. The Clippers invest a lot in this team for Kawhi Leonard. That's the only thing, and it sadly failed on him just due because Kawhi had bad knees. He has knees like a car. He has a broken spark plug, a broken, broken spark plugs, broken engine. That's why Nola Boy call him She-Rock because his knees are weak. They break down like rocks. They crumble in pressure. They crumble under pressure. They crumble under pressure. His knees are like rocks. They crumble under pressure. That's why Nola Boy call him Sheetrock. Salute to Nola Boy making that nickname for him, and I'm stealing that. Yeah, but the Clippers. I mean, they probably at best won't even be like a. They probably be a playing team probably at best. Cause who are the new players you drafted? Who are also the players you guys are going to sign to make this team somewhat irrelevant? To put butts on seats? Really, Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi Leonard? How is your best player for your team is going to bring butts to the seats and bring entertainment to the fans where you barely even play 50 games? He's a yo-yo guy. He played 2 games here, 1 game here, then take 3 games off, then take another play 2 games straight, then play 1 game and then play 1 game, and then go ahead and doesn't play another game, and then play 1 game because he never played a game in a row. He never played games in a consistent amount of times in a row. Never. He a yo-yo guy. How would I call him? Yo-yo. Yo-yo or She-Rock. One of the two. One or the other. And he's getting older and he's progressing. So, Yeah, but Paul George, I mean, he wants to go to Philly. Because this is what I think what Paul George wants to do. I think either he wants to go to Philadelphia probably to have a win-now championship, a close enough team with a win-now championship, and give him money and get him paid. That's the best option is Philly. So I'm hearing a lot of talks about Philadelphia he's going to. So this is what Philly. But the thing with Joel Embiid, he gets injured too. And he's young. He's young. He's younger than Kawhi Leonard by like a couple years. And he gets just as injured as Kawhi Leonard in many cases, especially in the playoff round. So, people gotta understand Paul George's not old. He's young. I mean, he's not young anymore. He's old now. Still, in my opinion, was a great player, Hall of Famer. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, the Clippers are basically just in the same situation as the Lakers. They're just going to be entertaining, somewhat of an entertainment team. But the thing with the Lakers is at least they got LeBron James. At least they have their son. At least they got somewhat of a player, Anthony Davis, depending how he wants to play. And at least they got a young core too, at least. So the Lakers are going to be better than the Clippers. Los Angeles Lakers will be better than the Clippers. I promise you that. Yes, and yes, with JJ Redick being the coach, surprisingly.